first 4 cases you should already know from beginner F2L, but I'm still gonna give you some extra tips for them. This free pair we can insert by doing U, R, U prime, R prime, just like that. However, there's a second easy way to insert this pair. It goes like R prime, F, R, F prime. This is also called the sledge, and the reason I'm telling you is because we're gonna use this technique for other cases as well. Now the same case from the other side, so what we can do is just move the pair out of the way and rotate. And doing these moves together, it kind of becomes a wide D prime, and then you can insert the pair. However, from this side we can also do a sledge, but then it's called a hedge, and it goes like this. Pull with your thumb, R prime, push, R, just like that. Then your normal insert, just like this. Just make sure that you use a pinch move to avoid a regrip. And then for the insert on this side, you can just do F prime, U prime, F. Or alternatively, you can just rotate and doing it with L moves like that. Now I'm gonna cover all of the cases where both pieces are in the top layer but not connected. Now for almost all of the cases in this video there will be 2 steps. The first step is gonna be setting up the pieces into an easy insert, and the second step is doing the insert. That's why you see 2 brackets, the setup moves and the insert. Now quick tip to identify cases, looking at the edge of the pieces we're solving, if the top color of the edge is the same as the front center, blue, we can solve this pair using only R or U moves. For example, right here, we have the same colors facing up, so we can put the corner into the back, hide it, bring the edge next to the corner, so if we bring it back, we created a pair, and then solving the pair. Now we have the same case but mirrored, and notice that almost all of the cases have a mirrored case, but this time the top color of the edge isn't the same as the front center. Now if this happens, we either need to rotate or use F moves in the solution. Now for this case, if we rotate to this side, we can do the exact same solution but using L moves. So put the corner into the back, hide it, bring the edge next to it, bringing the corner back, and then solving the pair, just like that. Next up, we'll have 2 cases that are almost exactly the same. The only difference is that the edge right now isn't here, but here. So blue on top, we don't have to rotate. We can put the corner in the back once again, hide it, bring the edge next to the corner, bringing the corner back, U2, and inserting the pair like that. Now the same case from the other side, we have the same colors facing up, but this time it's red. So we have to rotate, put the corner into the back, hide it, put the edge next to it, bring the corner back, and then solving the pair, just like that. Next up, we'll have 2 cases where the top color isn't the same. So this time we don't want to create a pair, but we want to bring the edge over the corner, so we have a 3 mover. And the way we do that is we can bring the corner in the back, and this time if you do an R, the corner is hidden, so we can move the edge right there, bring the corner back, and right now we have a simple 3 mover. Just like that. Same case from the other side, different colors facing up, so we want to bring the edge right here. The way we can do this is by bringing the corner in the back once again, hiding it, putting the edge in its correct spot, bring the corner back, and right now we can just solve this pair using F moves or rotating, whatever makes most sense in your solve. Next up, we'll have 4 cases where the white sticker faces up, and these are extremely easy because they're pretty much the same as beginner F2L. So what we're gonna do is line up the edge to the center, like here, and notice blue is up, so we don't have to rotate. We can hide the edge like this, bring the corner over the edge, bringing the edge back, which now forms a pair, and we can just solve the pair. Same case, but this time we have to rotate, so let's just solve it on the left side. We can line the edge to the center, hide it, bring the corner over it, bring it back, and just inserting the pair. Now this time the edge is right here, but the solution is exactly the same. So we want to line up the edge to the center, hide it, bring the corner over the edge, bring it back, and then just inserting the pair. And then finally, same case, but we have to rotate. So rotating this side, we can line up the edge, hide it, bring the corner over it, bringing it back, and then just inserting the pair like so. Next up, we're gonna cover all of the cases where the corner is in a slot, but the edge is in a top layer. Now this is a beginner case because the corner is solved and the edge is in a top layer, but instead of rotating twice to solve this pair, we can just move the edge in the back, do a sledge, remember from before, which sets up a 3-mover just like that. Now the same case, but this time the edge aligns to the front center. And actually I think it's totally fine to just use the beginner execution for this one. So move the edge here, do a sexy move like this, and then we can just insert it using either F moves or rotating. But I'm just gonna do this. Next up we have the edge aligned to the right side again. Blue faces up, so no rotating. This time white faces to you. We can easily pair these two pieces up by doing R, U prime, R prime, just like this, and then inserting the pair. Now we have the same case because white face to the right this time, but if we rotate, we have the mirrored case from before, so we can just pair them up by doing L prime, U, L, and then inserting this pair. Now alternatively from this position, you can do R, which creates a pair, take it out, and you can just insert this by either, doing a hedge, for example. Next up, white face to the right, blue faces up. What we can do is if we start with a sexy move, R, U, R prime, U prime, it sets up into this 3-mover right here, which we can just insert. Now we have the same case, blue faces up, so we can rotate and we have the same case from this side. So lefty sexy and insert just like that. Alternatively from this angle, and this is pretty cool, if we sledge right now, it sets up into this pair, which we can just insert like that. Next up, we're gonna cover all of the cases where the edge is in the slot and the corner is in the top layer. Now for these cases, if the edge is solved, we can just solve it with RU moves. If the edge is flipped, we either need to use F moves or rotate. Now you might recognize this case from one of the beginner videos. White faces up, this one is flipped. You can still do double sexy into this 3-mover, just like that. However, a way that flows just a bit better is by starting with 2 reverse sexies into this pair, like that. Next up, we have the same case, but the edge is flipped, and it looks like we have a pair right here. Now, because the edge is flipped, we need to rotate or use F moves, and we can just do R, U prime, R prime, which takes out this pair. We can rotate and solving it like that. However, a cool trick is if you put the corner in the back right here and you do a sledge right here, you have a pair which you can just insert. Edge is solved, white faces to you. You can bring the corner in the back and create a pair by hiding it, putting the edge next to it, bring the corner back, and we have a pair right here which we can insert. Next up, we have the same case, but this time the edge is flipped. So what we're gonna do is put the corner in the back once again. This time we're not setting up into a pair, but a 3-mover by hiding the corner, doing a U, bringing the corner back, which sets up into this 3-mover, just like that. This time edge is solved, white faces to the right. We can move the corner here and easily set up a 3 mover by just doing R, U, R prime. Sets up a 3 mover, U2, and inserting that. Now the same case, but the edge flipped. We're gonna put the corner here once again. This time we're also gonna set up into a 3 mover, but because the edge is flipped, we're gonna need to use F moves, and we can do F prime, U prime, F, which sets up this 3 mover, and we can just insert it. Next up, we're gonna cover all of the cases where both pieces are in the top layer, but this time they're connected. Now these cases aren't great, but there are some really nice intuitive solutions for them. Now for this case, we have a pair right here, but the edge is flipped. Now because blue is on top, we don't need to rotate. Now the way to easily solve this pair is we have different colors on top. So if we can bring the edge right here, we have a 3 mover. So if we just hide the corner like this, even though it brings this pair up, we're gonna move the edge opposite of the corner, bring it back, solving the 3 mover like this, and then reinserting the pair into the back like that. Now the nice thing about this solution is that if the pair in the back isn't solved yet, we can just ignore the last part. For example, right here, pair isn't solved, hide the corner, U2 to bring the edge right there, and then straight up inserting the pair just like that. Now we have the same case, but this time the pair is right here, red faces to the top. So the way we're gonna tackle this is, if we bring the corner right here, we can hide it and set up the same 3 mover as before. But this time we're gonna insert the pair by using F moves, just like that. Now we have disconnected pair where white faces to the right, blue faces to the top. The way you can distinguish this case from the next cases that are showing up, these colors do not match. Now because blue faces to the top, we don't have to rotate. So we're gonna set up into a 3 mover. The way we're gonna do that is by putting the corner into the back. If we do an R move right now, we can freely move the edge one spot further, bring the corner back, and now we have this 3 mover which we can just insert like that. Right now we have the same case, both pieces connected, different colors on top, but this time red faces up, so we have to rotate. Now the way we're gonna do that is just rotating this side, and we can do the same solution as before but using L moves. So putting the corner right there, hiding it, moving the edge to here, bring the corner back, and then just inserting this 3 mover. Next up we have this case, both pieces are connected again, white faces to the left, and we have the same colors right here. This isn't a really intuitive case, but what we can do is, if we start with a sexy move, R, U, R prime, U prime, if we then align the edge to the center, we set up this case which we've seen before, R, U prime, R prime into this pair. Now for the mirrored case, white face to the right, same colors on top. We can easily set this up into a 3 mover and then use F moves to insert it. It doesn't look really intuitive, but it's actually pretty easy. If you just do R, U prime, R prime, if we then do a U2, you'll notice that we have a 3 mover right here, which we can insert by using F moves, just like that. Next up we have 4 cases where white faces up. This time we have both pieces connected, different colors right here. Because blue faces up, we don't have to rotate. We can set this up into a 3 mover, not really intuitive, but really easy. R, U2, R prime sets up this 3 mover, which we can just insert like that. Next up we have the mirrored case, red faces up. So what we can do is just rotate this side and do the same thing. L prime, U2, L, and inserting the 3 mover. Or a cool trick from this angle, you can just do a sledge, which gives you this case right here. And that one actually flows really well. Next up we'll have 2 of the most annoying cases, but they're really easy to recognize because they're connected and we have this block right here. white faces up, blue faces on top so we don't have to rotate. Now, the way we solve this is by setting it up into a different case. If we move the pair here and just inserting the corner by doing R, U prime, R prime, we set up this case from before, which we can solve like that. Then we have the same case from this side, red is facing up, so what are we gonna do? Well, the easiest solution for this one is by starting with an F, doing a reverse sexy into F prime, which creates this pair, and you can just insert that one. Next up we have the last 6 cases. Now these are the worst because we have both of the pieces in the slot. But luckily we can start off all of these cases in the same way, which is by doing R, U prime, R prime, which puts both pieces into the top layer, not connected. So starting with the solved corner and the flipped edge, we can do this, R, U prime, R prime, and then just solving this case like shown before on the left side. I'm gonna give you one bonus solution. If you start with a sledge like this, it sets up this case and you can solve it in the way that I showed before. Now this is the case that no one talks about. We have the edge solved and we have the corner solved. I don't understand why no one talks about it. Solution for this case, pretty simple, it goes like this. Next up we have edge solved, white faces to the left. We can do R, U prime, R prime, which sets up this case, and we can solve it by hiding the corner, putting the edge next to it, bring the corner back and solving the pair. Now we have the same case, white face to the left, but the edge is flipped, R, U prime, R prime, and then we can solve this case by hiding the corner, putting the edge above it, bring the corner back, and solving this with, for example, F moves. Now the last 2 cases, edge is solved, white faces to the right, R, U prime, R prime, which sets up this case pretty easy, R, U2, R prime, which sets up a pair, and just inserting the pair. Then we're gonna start with probably the worst case. We have white face to the right, edge is flipped, R, U prime, R prime. Once again, this time we have to rotate because red on top, but you know this case, U2, hiding the edge, bring the corner over it, bringing it back, and then inserting the pair. Once you know all of the F2L cases, you can check out this video right here full of intermediate F2L tips. Ciao guys, see you in the next one.